Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Humanity. Again, we are going to look at health of human beings. But today we are going to look at a subject that makes human beings creations that have no certificate of anything. Human beings are creations which we are created, and they were given a very little percentage of mental development. However, in most cases, human beings tend to kind of override that percentage. They override that percentage, that little percentage which was given to them, and they venture into the world whereby they find themselves in a state of madness. A state of madness. For instance, if someone consumes alcohol, if you were to ask them, why did you take this alcohol, they won't be able to tell you, because of the percentage, the little percentage that which was given to human beings, which Allah says, human beings have created you, but do not go over the limits. Do not override or do not cross the boundaries, because you, as a creation called human being, they have no what we call al-mizan. Al-mizan is a measure that only Allah has. Only Allah, the most holy glorified Allah, has the al-mizan that measures. For instance, in human beings and all creations, Allah did prescribe a provision which makes all living creations live by that, and that there are two currencies. There are about three currencies. There is the currency; it's a form of electricity. The currency of love, the currency of peace, and the third one I'll explain it as we go along. But because of health, these two currencies, love and peace, is very important to be properly explained to creations of human beings. Because in the creation of a human being, when they reach there, they go through stages as they are growing up. When you're born, you go through stages. You're a young baby, you're a toddler, this and that. But within that the thing that human beings should understand that it is Allah who created human beings without any question, without any doubt. Because if you're to say that you seek to find out who created you, then in some circumstances people find themselves totally obliterated by the truth when it appears. For instance, you as human beings, you are created by Allah, and I'll prove that. But I'll prove that by saying that your brains is the main engine. Your brain and your heart are the main engine to support your existence, support your life in your bodies. But a human being cannot look into her brain or at her brain while she's working or living as a human being, unless you are guided by an angel or an extra being like me, an alien, who can tell you that a brain of a human being consists of two sections, a right section and a left section. And it also has 5 subsections. All these, they work hand in hand with first of all, with the heart. The upper part of the human heart, I won't explain that now, but these two, the brain and the heart, are assigned by the most holy, beautiful names of Allah, as to tell human beings that human beings are created you. Do not ever go out of your place and think that you are this and that. No, you are not. Your creations, if I did not tell you that the brain of a human being, if you look at it from the forehead, it is represented by a character which looks like a W, or by two sections, the left section and the right section. A W is a character or a symbol which says, which you can say, and it is a character. Let's say look at the alphabet symbols and the alphabet characters. Practically, a character W, there's a character W which has a V-like sign, signature, and there's a character of W which looks like it does not have a sharp whatever. But all these, what I want to show is that in the Arabic theoretical character, which says, or the signature of Allah, in the Arabic signature, in which Allah says, this is my name, this is how my name is written, which he says, it looks like a W, two sections, which are very, very clearly seen, and with a continuous whatever, which is represent the other, so the five subsections. If you're to view the brain of a human being from the sides of, or in the ear, or which we call the side that the ears, we are talking of a human being who creations which we are given a percentage of mental development. So with that, if you're to view a human brain from the forehead, it looks like a W. Two sections. A W has two sections, or has two whatever. It's left section and a right section and a left section. The same applies to the brain. When you view it from the forehead, you see two sections. It's a left section and a right section. If you're to view it from the sides, it looks like, again, it has subsections. But those subsections, they will not appear as, because they are somehow, you're viewing it from the sides, they appear as a W, but a continuous W in theoretical symbols of the Arabic interpretation of the name Allah. And that signature is very, very important for men who say we practice as we do medical language. It's important for every individual, because if I refer you to people who study medicine, it's as if I'm selling it to someone else to teach you who you are. I want you to be an individual, and because you are created as an individual, you start in your mom's womb as an individual, so that way, it's very, very important that you realize you as creations, as human beings, that in that, before I go further than that, I will say that there is what we call a shahada. Allah says, my creations have created you, and as I only who created you. That's why I bear with, I said to you, Allah has said to Muhammad that whoever accepts, whoever believes, according to the evidence, proof that is around them, let them say, take the oath which they take before the doors are open for them to come in this dunya, in their own planet Earth. That's when we say, Allahu Akbar. That's what we call Ashahada Takbir. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. That's Ashahada Takbir. Then you say, Allahu Akbar, Ashahad la ilaha illallah. That is Ashahada Sulat Mustaqim. That's one of the Ashahada that Allah accompanies human beings, all creation that He created. He says, Allahu Akbar, Ashahad la ilaha illallah. That is one of, on that, if you are to be a righteous man, you would say it whenever you are in difficulty. Whenever you're in difficult, whenever you're hurt, or even if you're a woman, you're a man, whenever you find yourself in a situation where there are question marks kind of thrown at you from all directions, all you can say is, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah. If you have to look at a canopy of a tree, a canopy of a tree. That is, leaves, a living tree. A mango tree, an apple tree, an olive tree, you name it. It will have one single stem. It says, Allahu Akbar. The stem says, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. It bears witness that Allahu Akbar, the stem of a tree is a signature of life. In it, Allah says, life is a religion. And that most holy, beautiful religion is Islam. That's when a tree takes it to its canopy and says, if you are intelligent as human beings, you would look at the canopy of a tree, because every leaf on that canopy of a tree is an oath, a holy, divine oath, whereby the tree produces it by glorifying Allah with a shahada, a holy, divine oath. And the tree does that continuously, non-stop, continuously, to bear witness that there is no deity worth of worship except Allah. In that statement, there is no deity worth of worship except Allah. Allah gives the tree a fruit. When you taste that fruit as a human being, the sweetness, the sugar, the salt that you cannot see, my beauty, it says indeed, if you are intelligent, indeed there is no deity worth of worship except Allah. And this holy, most beautiful religion, Islam, in that Allah says, my creations, look at the beauty of Islam. From a seed, you plant a seed, let's say, of a mango tree, or an orange tree, or an apple tree, and it grows on a stem and says, in Islam, Islam is the reason why Islam is the most holy, beautiful religion. That's why me as an apple tree, an orange tree, a mango tree, I've been able to throw leaves in my canopy, bearing fruits, beautiful fruits that no man can match. If I were to glorify Allah all night, all day, all night, no one can say to me, oh, you don't have to do that. Because the only way I can feel beautiful, the only way I can feel happy, the only way I can feel satisfied, because as a tree, there's some limitations, there's some whatever that, but as a tree, all I can say, yeah, human beings, assalamu alaikum to you. Have a flute and taste how beautiful the most holy, beautiful religion is. Have an apple this morning, a fruit called an apple. Taste it, how crunchy it is, how sweet it is. How sweet it is. And then if you find it very sweet and beautiful, remember, it was because of the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam that Allah brought the water, moderate sunshine, everything that is beautiful to support this most holy, beautiful religion, that you human beings can be able to taste and look at the beauty from the religion, or in the region in which we are created, not to desecrate any bit of it. Do not, human beings, ever go out of your mind and you say, we are fighting Islam. No, you are not fighting it. You cannot fight every apple tree on this planet. You cannot fight every tree on this planet, because the religion of every tree on this planet is Islam. Because the religion of every drop of water on this planet is Islam. So when you say you are insurrectionist, you are fighting Islam. My people, you are people sick. You are a people very, very sick. You cannot go out of your mind and you say you are fighting every flower that every plant produces. Because every flower that is produced by every plant, its testimony, why it appears as a flower, it says, I'm a flower. And I'm beautiful and I'm a Muslim. Taste and feel the fragrance of perfume of what I am as a flower, because I'm a Muslim. and I am a flower. With it, a flower becomes a fruit that a human being can eat. For instance, a human beings eat what you call tomatoes. You can eat a tomato fresh, or you can put it in whatever, but I prefer to eat it as in its nature, whatever. A fresh tomato is very, very sweet, with sugars which are not extra. It has no added preservatives. It has not, but pure life, Islam. My people, life is a religion. And that most holy, beautiful religion is Islam. Life is a religion. And that most holy, beautiful religion is Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.